This Karen just kicked over a bunch of scooters for no reason at all. And this one threw someone's phone. Karens are getting out of control, so I assembled my sister, and today we're gonna be watching all of these videos and see how crazy they can be. I love how we literally have a Karen incoming text on screen.
What are you cooking?
Yeah, want to try some?
No, that is murder. You are murderers. I'm calling the authorities. Okay. I was told when I came to Maine, I wouldn't have to deal with any of this.
Wait, is she asking the dog?
She got the dog on the Karen.
Apparently, if you ever want to get rid of a Karen, just stick a canine on her.
Oh, she's trying to block him.
Oh my gosh.
She stood in front of him? Okay, this is so unnecessary.
The Karen is trying to record this kid for skateboarding and pretending she's a police officer. She was like this, ooh, ooh, I got you, I got you.
That was horrible.
So what's she about to do?
What was happening?
Why?
Why would you push it over?
I don't think that's Karen appropriate. That's just being a jerk.
Yeah, that's just rude.
She's still going.
Why do that?
She's on a Call of Duty kill feed right now. This is not real. Karens are just annoying. That person was terrible.
Yeah, that person was really rude.
Look at these crazy.
What? What is happening?
She's laying under the car. Multiple. There's multiple Karens.
She want me to hit her. No, I just want you to put the refrigerator in the house. We don't even have a dolly.
So she lays underneath a car? No actual way that that's the solution.
Swear you
can't.
But this is our
Half a second into the video, I'm already cringing.
No, this is a
Karen
public beach.
cursing?
Get out my face.
Get out of my face.
No, you walked up to me, man. Get out of my face. I am recording. Get out of my face.
Do you ever just feel bad watching a video like this, knowing that our grandmas are Karens?
Yeah. No, our grandma is a Karen.
Knowing what my grandma has put people through is so sad. Like, look at this girl. She is not happy that her mom is
She's like holding her back.
Wild Karen throws phone and stops me from leaving.
No way. She's not about to throw his phone.
All of this is over parking?
You're not letting me leave.
This is so intense.
There's so much buildup. I just want to see her grab the phone and throw it.
You can't stop me.
Concerned with you parking.
Oh! She just threw his phone. She should definitely try out for Major League Baseball. That was a crazy toss. Comment down below how many times you think this woman has said, "Let me talk to your manager."
I'm putting you on citizen's arrest right now.
Citizen's arrest?
Because look how close you parked.
Okay, I'll move my car.
No way.
Every single Karen so far has been doing something to stop people from leaving. I think we need a special number just to call someone to get Karens. 1-800-REMOVE Karens from my house. They are a pest to society.
I'm gonna move my car.
No. You're saying right here, stop filming me.
I don't know why the stop filming me was really funny.
Listen, you can talk. Take my picture. Who paid for that? You can't afford that, but you can afford that.
It's 10 a.m. I don't understand your aggression.
You want me to call the police on you?
We actually need a counter of how many times they're threatening to call the police in this video.
100% we do.
That's at least 3 already.
You're very articulate. You did understand English. Do you understand other languages?
Karens are so out of pocket.
Yeah, they're just so mean for no reason.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. You make funny faces, though, like something might be wrong with you.
That was so out of pocket.
This is why you should never go on a cruise ship or a bingo hall. That's where all of these Karens live.
She's yelling at everyone in the building. That was so intense.
That guy right there with the smirk on his face? Oh yeah, no, it is. They're gonna take your DNA and the DNA off the scan, and they're gonna find it.
This is really intense. Like, she's like, they're gonna DNA test this. Like, it's just not that serious.
Imagine the police actually show up to this site and this Karen makes them fingerprint the soda can.
I bet police cannot stand Karens. Like, can you imagine getting a call out of a busy day to go and deal with this?
Your faces and what you do to my daughter.
This video is starting off classic. They like to move their phone very quick and show one's face.
Oh, the kids even like, please mom, just stop.
I always feel so bad when the Karens embarrass their kids.
As I was saying, because you missed your appointment yesterday, we sent a reminder text, we sent a reminder email, just because you missed your appointment yesterday. But again, like I said, I'd be more than happy to schedule you for 2 weeks.
The POV of the Karen right now, she is raging red, extremely furious, about to start snapping and screaming.
And this is so fair. Like, this is reasonable.
You're not understanding. I don't want to come in 2 weeks. I want to come in today.
I understand, but
I called it. I knew she'd want something
because
today.
you missed your appointment, we don't have room today, nor do we have room next week.
No, but I need my car fixed, so you're gonna have to make space for me to come in today.
Just calling and demanding, like, I don't care how many people are scheduled, you're gonna see me today.
The reason we're making this video is to stop Karens. They're getting out of hand.
When the bride walked down the aisle, this Karen decided to purposely mow her lawn and yell at us.
If a Karen's about to ruin a wedding, I'm gonna be so mad. I can barely watch. I gotta stand back here.
The way she was aggressively mowing, just making straight eye contact.
If we don't stop Karens today, they are going to try to become Thanos and rule the entire galaxy.
Calm down, Karen.
I want everything.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
That's the classic right there when they start filming you two. But I don't think she even knows how to open the camera app.
There, look. Karen, say hi to the camera.
I will say I actually love my car, so if they really did scratch her car right there, this is 100% valid. If you scratch my Cybertruck, I will have a Karen come and mess you up.
Look at all this parking.
Yeah, why don't you park someplace else?
Look at all this parking.
Why
Please
don't
get out
you
of my
park
face,
somebody?
man.
Why don't you
No.
park someplace else?
She's in the UPS driver's car.
You can't be a Karen without wearing some sort of ridiculous hat like that.
Park someplace else.
Why? Because there's shade right here. What's the big deal?
There's shade in other places.
So what's your Karen?
She has the Karen pose down. This is how Karens pose. Cheyenne's oddly good at it.
Do you have a problem?
Who gave you the right to park here every day?
How does it make you feel knowing that your destiny is to become a Karen?
That is not my destiny. There are some really sweet, kind old ladies.
So all she wanted to do this week was to have a lemonade stand. You're so great.
She's trying to kick him out for doing a lemonade stand.
Karens are so evil, you can't even have a lemonade stand.
I used to have a lemonade stand like weekly in the summer.
It's a freaking lemonade stand. Give me a break. Call. I'm done talking to you. Okay. No, it's not. Super fun. Thank you. You're great.
Imagine being an adorable little kid on the side of the road with a 5-cent lemonade stand and an evil Karen walks up and kicks you in the face.
I don't think she just kicked her in the face.
Let's see what our next crazy Karen has in store for us. You never know, the next clip could be Cheyanne.
Okay.
She is a Karen.
All right.
You look stupid and confused the entire time we're here.
Why would
And
anybody
it's
want to be treated
cool.
like that every day?
Keep doing
There's another curse word from a Karen.
and you won't help me.
That is so embarrassing. Every time you see a Karen yelling at her husband, the husband is always super silent, not saying anything.
It makes me feel so bad for them.
They're terrified.
What the your problem? You're not even apologizing.
I know,
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
need
you're a
to.
pedestrian. You get to do whatever you want.
Classic Karen chasing down the person.
They're so like theatrical.
She's body blocking this man with her bicycle. That is so uncalled for. If I ever had a Karen interaction like this, I would definitely pull up my phone and just start recording everything. And I would get it as close to their face as possible.
Why are you recording?
If she is trying to, she almost got hit by the taxi. She is trying to stop this man. Oh! He just ran by her.
That's legendary.
There was 15 people on the guys' team and 0 people on the Karen's team.
Yeah, which is fair.
Okay, they can't feed their family.
Classic Karen hat.
It does matter.
He's out here trying to make a living.
I don't want him in my neighborhood. You
You're not a police officer. You're not a police officer.
Excuse me, I'm a
You let-
citizen.
you
I
let the
have a
police
right to
officers
speak.
deal with
I love how Karens are always explaining things like that.
harassing this man. That's harassing. You need to stop harassing him.
Karen,
Harassing him.
Karen.
What I really feel bad about is how we call all of them Karens.
I don't think anyone will ever name their kid Karen ever again.
Karen didn't want to pay after service job.
I'm afraid she's gonna get hurt.
I'm afraid she's gonna get hurt.
She's climbing on my truck.
She looks insane.
Climbing a truck is insane.
What do you think the odds are that she breaks this guy's window?
I feel like it's pretty high. She's hitting it pretty hard.
She's flipping him off.
How much you gonna bet she fights with a cop?
She is definitely gonna be leaving in handcuffs.
Oh, he's rolling up the sleeves. He's getting ready for a Karen.
I feel like that was the craziest cliffhanger of all time. I really wanna know what happens.
What's your name?
It's not about
I'll pay you extra for your time. I need my f***ing phone. I can't go without it.
This Karen has a ton of money. I'm guessing it's from all the money she saved from her coupons. Look at that. That is a typical Karen phone right there.
You have to fix my phone. I can't go without my phone.
They're literally closed. What does she want them to do?
You have to leave. I'm sorry. And
No,
take
I'm
your.
not leaving you.
Half of this video is gonna have to get bleeped out by our editors because these Karens are so evil and unhinged.
So unreal to me.
I already told you why.
This video is just called She Blocked My Moving Car.
There's a spot right there you could park in. And do you live here?
Who the f you?
I live here.
Somebody who lives here. Who is assigned?
What? I need to get in my car and get to a job, and you're.
How come every single one of these Karens has a dog? It's the only thing that will put up with them.
Who the f are you?
Somebody she asked to help her.
Good.
And you don't live here.
What do you think? You think I'm gonna
Please
hit you?
get
Is
in
that
your
why you're
car.
recording?
Because you're being psycho. I would like you to get in your car and move.
I mean psycho.
Please get in your car and move.
This is so insane to me.
Oh yeah. So why am I so difficult?
Classic Karen pose.
Why am I so difficult?
The hip. You did it perfect.
I'm living here. I'm a great
Where
neighbor.
is your manager?
I'm a great neighbor. What do I do?
This woman has said, "Where is your manager?" more than she said the word hello.
How many parties have I had here? How many?
Oh.
Did she just smack him?
It's in public?
This Karen could be Jake Paul's next boxing opponent.
She's definitely the right age.
He's videoing me without my permission.
Oh! They're actually about to start boxing.
You just hit me, by the way. That's.
Oh, well, I hope that you got a picture of it.
She instantly went back into that pose.
I have no safe way. Stop it, damn it!
What is happening right now?
Karen goes crazy at a Starbucks.
You need to shut your mouth.
Wow.
She said they don't have brain cells?
I feel so bad for these employees just trying to do their job, make some money, and they're being told they don't have a brain.
You're not gonna have a job. What is your name? Natalia?
She has her drink. Like, just leave.
It's a household name.
Editors turn me into a Karen. Where is your manager? This video is getting more and more insane. I feel like it's gonna end with a Karen just straight up punching someone in the face.
You just said you won't punch me in my mouth. No, come punch me. Come doing it. Come doing it.
Whoa.
Touch me.
This is so good. Kid, is the kid crying? Oh, the kid's crying.
That woman was ready to fight.
She was.
She was smacking her hands. She was ready to go.
She was ready.
Karen mad at kids in a toy car.
It's a power wheel car,
doesn't
man.
bother me. What bothers me is you have a little kid in here that doesn't have a driver's license. He's just a kid and you're not with him.
I actually feel bad for that lady. She was mad at 6-year-olds for driving a toy car saying they don't have a driver's license.
It's literally like this big. The car is tiny.
Just a casual day hanging out on a swing until a Karen comes to ruin everything. Here she comes.
Swing set when there's a lot of little kids here. I mean, come on.
What do you mean?
You're taking up all the space. Parents bring their kids to the park to swing.
There is no way she is mad because they are swinging on a swing set. That is literally what it's intended for.
She's literally trying to kick him out of a local park.
Yeah, keep walking away.
That is insane.
Karen? I called you a Karen. Yeah.
My name is not Karen.
I like how she's offended that she got called a Karen. All right. Whoa!
She just dumped water?
She is throwing water. Oh, she just threw the... That was insane.
What? That's so aggressive.
She looked like she wanted to hurt someone very badly.
Thank goodness that person was in the car. Like, she just would have gotten decked if she was out of the car.
Thankfully, we made it through that video. I have a massive headache. Don't be a Karen and smash the subscribe button.